Alrighty, good morning, boys and girls. Today we're going to be talking about money, and right now, you see, right now we have a penny. So we already know that a penny is worth, you guessed it, 1 cent. A penny is worth 1 cent, and so the way money works is, as we add more pennies, then our money begins to increase. Remember that word increase. We talked about increase before. If we add it, if we add to this penny, will it increase or will it decrease? Remember, increase means to go up. So if we're looking at this line, increase means to go up, whereas decrease means to go down. Does everybody understand? So now, let me erase that real quick. So now we know that we have 1 penny. So if I was to add another penny to that, then what would our total be? Now no longer do we have 1 cent, but guess what? Now we have 2 cents. Why? Because 1 plus 1 equals 2. Or we can write it 1 plus 1 equals 2. We can either do it vertically or we can do it horizontal. Okay? So whenever we have it like this, it's still the same. So we have 1 plus 1 equals 2. So right now we have 2 pennies. Now guess what happens? What happens if we decide to add, let's see, 3 more pennies to that? So not only do you have, so let's do it. So remember, each of these pennies equal 1 cent. Each of them equals 1 cent. So when we add all of these up, we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we have a total, a new total of 5 cents. Now, let's break this down. We got a lot of pennies here. So let's trade in some pennies for this 5 cents. Do we have anything that we can? Well, let's introduce the nickel. Now, the nickel is worth 5 cents. So now we no longer have to use all of these pennies because now we have something better that holds the same value. So what does that mean? Let's erase that. What that means is this nickel equals 5 pennies. I'm going to say that again. This nickel equals 5 pennies. So, what does that mean? 5 of these pennies equals 1 nickel. So now we know. So let's go ahead and let's see if we can do something else. So if I said, let's go with 5 and 1 penny, we know that the penny is equal to 1 cent. So how much is our total now? Well, we know 5 plus 1 equals 6. And we can do that using our hand. We know that we have 5 in our head and 1 in our hand. 5 plus 1 is 6. So we know 5 plus 1 equals 6. So our new total is 6 cents. Now, let's do it this. What happens if we was to add, let's go with 4 more pennies. 4 more pennies. Remember, a penny equals 1 cent. 1 cent. 1. 1. So now, if we count 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, we now have a new total of, you guessed it, 10 cents. Now, here's the thing. Now, today we're going to introduce the dime. Because guess what the dime does? The dime lets you know that this dime is worth, you guessed it, 10 cents. So that means that this dime equals 2 nickels. Because remember, a nickel is worth 5 cents. So 5 plus 5 is 10. Or it is worth 10 pennies.